Hello, boys and girls. As you can see in the title, I figure I help because I get help. And the more help you receive, the more help you give. And the more help you give, the more help you receive. So this is how this is going to work. And it should be everybody. It should be. But hey, some people are burnt out and don't feel they have the time. But me personally, I feel if the good Lord, Creator, allow me to wake up and to smell another day, smell the aroma of another day, sweet smells of joy. I'm up here in these mountains, so, so basically what I'm saying is, anybody that's willing to help another to be helped, because that's how it goes. The more you give, the more you receive. Just say, I'm in. And this is nothing that's going to take up too much of your time. But if anybody need a job, a job, anybody needs some entrepreneur advice, and you are educated in that field, no matter what it is, let's just reach out and help. Let's reach out and help each other. That's all I'm saying. So me, got my trusty little MacBook right here. As you see, that guy on the front is me. So I figure I like to do things unorthodox, meaning just do it as it comes. So if you own a business, if you're working at a job, or if you're able to give anybody some advice to help them financially, mentally, or physically come up where it can help them and their families, put yourself in their shoes and help. If you want to share your number, share your number. Or if we want to do an inbox, do an inbox. Or with me personally, I'm open access to anybody. I don't care. Because the more I help, the more I receive. The more I receive, the more I give. And the more the good Lord keep blessing me. If you adopt that concept, you will be surprised how your life will change. Because it's like this. And I'm going to share some with anybody and everybody that's watching. I adapted the concept of saying I ams every day. I be careful about what comes out of my mouth. Years ago I didn't. I used to say some blunt things out of my mouth without thinking. But now, I be careful about the things that come out of my mouth, because that is where your power lies. Your power is not in your fist or your feet. That's physical power. But mental power that flows with the current of the atmosphere and the earth's current, take it from me. It's all in the power of the tongue. Whatever come out of your mouth will come into existence. Believe that. So you gotta be careful about what you say. I'm gonna give you a short summary how something can come out your mouth. Something can come out your mouth real fast and you won't realize it. Let's say you have a headache. I'm gonna use that. And you know the headache is there inside your mental, right? So instead of saying, I have a headache out of my mouth, which I rebuke that, I don't have no headache. Never gonna get a headache. Instead of saying I have a headache out of my mouth, say the opposite. Say, this headache is going away. So you have acknowledged that the headache is there, but you didn't add on to it. You took away from it by saying this headache is going away. Let's say if you're going through some trouble with family, friend, or foe. Try not to say out your mouth the trouble that you're going through. Just say it's getting better. Always try and look for the good inside of anything that you feel is negative inside your mental. And it's a practice, because I had to practice it. And my best way of practicing was writing down affirmations on index cards. Like every day I say, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am thankful, I am opulent, I am giving, I am receiving, I am focused, I am happy, I am wisdom, I am knowledge, I am guidance, I am courage, I am understanding. And one of my most famous sayings of them all is, I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Like I said, because we as humans, We say over 1,000 words in a day, and sometimes we say words out of our mouth and we forget what we say. And remember, those seeds are planted. Just like you say something good is planted, you say something bad is planted. And if you feel your tongue has been loosened, like we all have, because we're human, we're not perfect, I got an affirmation for you. Repeat this on a daily basis at the end of the day to cover the tracks of the negative things you have said out your mouth. Now, this might not cover the ones you said years ago before you started these affirmations, but it will help soothe them out, because you got to go through your rough times and rough, let's say, seeds you planted. You got to go through that. You got to go through that because you planted them without thinking. So you got to go through that to get to the good. But just no matter what you go through that's negative, don't do nothing negative to suppress that. It don't work that way. So say these words. For any word that have came out of my mouth to hurt or harm anybody or any situation, including myself first and foremost, I watch that away with peace, love, and happiness. You dig that? So to speak, then they say in the Bible, it say put God first. Well, have you ever seen God? And if you're shaking your head saying no or no, I'm going to tell you, yes, you have. Look in the mirror. You are an entity of what created everything that goes on around you. Think about it. The situation that you're in or the situation that you're headed to is all out of what you thought and what you spoke out of your mouth. You spoke it into existence. That's why I be careful about what I say. And I get loose sometimes, and I've been practicing this for the last 7.5 years. I've been practicing I ams for the last 7.5 years. And I'm going to tell you something else that just more than significantly fine, if that's a word. It's going to come true. It's going to come true. Write down your ideas on a piece of paper. Look at them once a week or once every day. And it's going to subject your mental to start drawing things closer to you. You ever said you like a certain car and all of a sudden you start seeing that car? That's like the law of attraction. That is. Like, I write down stuff. You know what I mean? Visual boards is good. But my imagination is God to me. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. I'm a living witness. I am a living witness. If you can write it down, you can achieve it. And everybody don't show what they have and what they got. So trust you and me. I done been around some people that if you going off image, they look like they don't have shit. But when you step into their world, you like, man, or ma'am, wow. I say, wow. And I like, how you do that? They say imagination, visualization, and writing things down and saying I ams. So if you can read the I think it's on the top whenever you post this, because I'm doing a live right now. But if you can read what I just said, just say, I'm with it. Let's connect. Because the only way we're going to get out of these ruts as a whole is we help each other. And that don't have to be financially. See, when I give out help is just advice. You'll be surprised how you turn somebody there around. And if anybody that really know I did a 360 with my life. I wasn't just headed down no bad path, but I would hang around some people and I was influenced. Sometimes we be influenced by stuff you hang around. You know what I mean? So I'm not to put nobody down and that like that, but I had to do some soul searching and get to myself. And once I got to myself and learned who I was as a person, my whole life started changing. And it all started with me saying, I am. Remember, I am the beginning and I am the end. I am the Alpha and I am the Omega. You can set your own mark and enforce it. If you're going through some turmoil and some troubling times right now, all you got to do is start saying I ams. Something about saying I ams will turn your life around. Trust that. If you want to stop cursing, say I'm gonna stop cursing. Excuse me. Everything you place behind the word I am, you become that. Imagination is God. Look at everything that's going on around right now. How did that chair get in that room? Somebody had to imagine making a chair. How did the table get in your room? Somebody had to imagine making a table for you to go out and buy it. You had to imagine going out and buy it to get it. So if you think about it, we create our own reality. We create our own self-demise and we create our own reality. Sometimes we have the bad. Sometimes we have, we have the bad notion of accusing somebody else for some shit that we done got ourselves in. But you got to think, you got a brain. You got a brain. And if you use your brain, I don't care how much somebody try to influence you, because I done been around hella people done tried to influence me. I done got them some trouble, and I tried to blame other people. I want to hang around him, if I want to hang around her. No, I had my own damn brain not to do it. So How can you accuse somebody of something else that you decided to do? This is a little joke I heard. The devil was sitting on the outside of the church crying. Listen to this shit. Right. The devil was sitting on the church outside crying. So I walked over to him and I said, hey man, why you crying like that? And he pointed at the church house and said, because all those people in there blame me for the shit that they doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? I done heard too many people say, the devil made me do it. The devil ain't make you do shit. You did it yourself. You just want to blame the devil. You know what I'm saying? You want to blame the devil. No, you blame yourself. If we learn to take self-accountability, you'll be surprised. You will be surprised. So, I just feel good. And when I feel good, I want to spread some peace, love, and happiness, and some joy, and some help, mentally, physically, and at some points it can be financially. Because there are more than one way to earn a decent dollar without working as hard for it. The schools taught us wrong. I think schools dumb you down because the same books they teach us from, hell, we can go get those books on our own. And we can get the knowledge firsthand instead of getting it secondhand. That's what I do. I have a shitload of books in my unit. I read. You want to read? Read will make you smarter and make you younger because it expands your brain. Reading expands your brain. People, I ain't got time to read. Well, if you got time to get on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or do any of this type of shit, you got time to invest into your own mentality and your own mental. And some people go a whole lifetime without even understanding this. It is said through statistics. Like, I don't know, because I ain't went around and knocked on no doors, knocked door to door. But the majority of people, I said, man, have you read this book or have you read that? Man, I can look it up on YouTube. Man, YouTube ain't gonna give you the full story. Hell, when I got this MacBook right here, this is a MacBook Air. When I got this one, it's a new one, right? It's got an M1 chip in it. Hell, I ain't know nothing about no M1 chip. I just thought it moved faster. But when I read the main one, I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this, I can do that. So what I'm saying is, the more you learn, the more you earn. And time waits on no man. The only way something gonna get rectified and handled if you handle it yourself. Dig that? So, I'm starting a group, and my group is all based on helping each other. If you need a job, if you need some information, don't be afraid, because everybody have an opinion just like everybody have an asshole. I can care less what somebody think about me. But if you got knowledge that can help me, and I got knowledge that can help you, why not? You know, just too many black people got that crab in the bucket mentality. When I travel and I do business with different foreigners, Chinese, you know what I'm saying, Japanese, Italians, Cubans, Haitians, Indians. You do business with them too, you just don't realize how much business you do with them because you walk in their businesses. I just done got on a level where now I'm doing business with them where I can communicate with them because I'm out here on this road and I travel. And they don't think no different with us. They just know how to unitize. And for some hectic ass reason, we be the ones that be exploited the most. But the reason why I believe that is because I believe black American people don't really know who they are because we have so many ethnicities, if I'm saying that word right, within our genetic makeup. Sometimes you might act this way, sometimes you might act that way. But if you focus on self, I guarantee you will come up faster than the Lord allowed. And I'm gonna tell this to anybody that's watching, not to offend nobody religion. I don't know who taught people to get on their knees and pray. That shit don't work. You putting yourself in a stand to get kicked. You open your hands up and you hold them out like cups and you speak into the universe and you say, I am a king, I am healthy. You pray out into the universe because what you put out your mouth, once them seeds come out, they will be planted and they definitely gonna harvest. Trust me. I feel like right about now, the shit that I did when I was coming up and I had a decent mom and a decent father that was telling me not to do it, I feel like all that shit done got down one way now. So it ain't nothing but peace, love, and blessings. That's why I get on this Facebook and I trip, because it's funny to know the roads I done came from. It's funny to me, because I ain't think I would never change, especially when it came to getting money. But it's way more money legally than it is illegally. The pen is way mightier than the sword and the tool. And the sword, a real sword, and the tool, that yammy. Boy, anybody on here wants some advice and you feel like I can help you with it, I'm a read motherfucker. I read everything. If I don't know nothing about it and I got time, I'm finna read about it. I ain't gotta ask nobody, because Google is your diploma, your social degree, your bachelor's and your master's. And when I go to that and I read the PDF or I find out something about a subject, my next move is to hit Amazon and order the book, or go to Barnes & Noble and sit down and read it or buy the book. Either way it go, I'm gonna learn about it. I ain't gonna wait on nobody, because the clock don't tick backwards. That motherfucker tick forward. Understand? So what I'm saying is, out of all the things that I see on Facebook and these social sites, it's a lot of people getting money. It's a lot of people in business. You know, let's help each other. It don't cost to help each other with advice. You know what I'm saying? Well, this hat right here, goddamn, need to be shaved. This is a brand new one. So, each one teach one. If you're down with helping each other, hey, check that light. You'll check that light. If you kind of looking at mirror, because I got that. Well, you can't see it. I might have that pulled back. Huh? Okay. So each one teach one, each one help one. Hey man, come on now. If you want some help, you'll give some help. And this ain't dealing with finance. You ain't got to be giving up no money. If you know of a job that's hiring, tell somebody need a job. If you know how to get a loan, tell somebody to get a loan. You know how to start a business, tell somebody how to start a business. Matter of fact, I'm finna give y'all some game right now on how to start a business, because I done started a couple of them right about now. Incorporate. It's $25 to reserve your name on the Secretary of State website. And I'm speaking for the people in Georgia, so I'm thinking this pretty much go for any state. What to look for? He don't know where to go. But in the state of Georgia, you go on the Georgia Secretary website. This is how you start a business, whether it's LLC, INC, or sole proprietor. Now, whatever you choose to start for is your business, because every red-blooded American needs a business. Businesses get more tax breaks than any employee, and school teachers to be employees and never teach you to be entrepreneurs. Process. That's a process that I know a lawyer charges from $600 to $1,000 to tell you what I'm finna give you. You follow what I'm saying? $25, you go on the Secretary of State website. I'm finna show you something. We're gonna show you. Showing is believing, because I got my computer up. See, hey, this Wi-Fi signal around here kind of ruthless, but I want y'all to see this for yourself. So I got to learn how to do this. I brought me a little Camtasia program, so I'm gonna be. What I'm finna do now, I'm finna teach y'all. I'm finna teach whoever don't know, whoever do know, join in. Let me know if I'm telling. Well, what I'm knowing now, I'm telling you by experience. So let's go to Google. Go to Google. If you're in the state of Georgia or whatever state you're in, go to Google and you type up, like in Georgia, it's the GeorgiaSecretaryOfState.com. Yeah, this Wi-Fi moving slow. I'm trying to get on there with you. Check it out. See, Wi-Fi moving a little slow. See how it's moving. My Wi-Fi moving slow. All right, you're gonna go on Google and type up whatever state you're in. I'm typing up Georgia Secretary. I just put Sec of State. Mine ought to come up because I've been doing this so much. Secretary of State. See that? I'm gonna hit that button. See that say? That's all you got to do if you want to start a business. You want to go to your Georgia Secretary of State. See it down here at the bottom. See where the mouse at? I'm gonna click on that. It's moving a little slow. Let me see. I'm cutting the light off. Mine moving a little slow. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna screen share this stuff. Every red-blooded American need their own business, and it don't cost nothing. Boy, show getting close though. It don't cost nothing to start a business. It's $25 to reserve your name with Secretary of State. Once you reserve your name, I think it take like 48 hours. It can come back faster than that. They do a name search, whatever name you want to use. Like I do RBG Trucking, you know what I'm saying? Our Gentleman's Investment Group LLC. Those are some names I got. So it'll search the web. It'll do all 52 states to make sure ain't nobody else got that name. So once that come back, they'll send you an email with a confirmation number. It's $25. So now you got a name. The next thing you want to do is you want to file that name with the Secretary of State. That's going to be $100. So what you done spent so far, $125. And then you do your articles of incorporation. Articles of incorporation is only telling about the business. It say like this business is invested in one owner or two owners, which resides in the state of Georgia. You just tell what type of business the Article 2 is. This business will abide by all rules and regulations of the state of Georgia or whatever state you from. Article 3 will say this business will engage into, like I'm in the trucking business. The trucking business I'll do interstate and out-of-state transportation, whatever. You can Google articles of incorporation or whatever type business that you're trying to open up. So far you spent $125. Then you call the IRS or you go on their website and a tax ID number is free. If you go through a lawyer, they're gonna charge you for this information because they're looking it up for you. Free. So now you spent $125. You got your name filed with Secretary of State. You got your tax ID number. The next thing you do is go open up a business account. And when you open up a business account, you start taking your check if you're working. Instead of having to go on direct deposit in the checking account or regular savings account, which is not paying you no interest, have it go into your business checking account. And then you can build up, you can write shit off. You know what I'm saying? Get you a Dun and Bradstreet number. That's like your social security number for your business. So when you're ready to go in there and get that loan or go in there and get that grant, if you're LLC, IC sole proprietor, or you ready to have somebody like MWA or whoever invest into your business, we got something to write off when we give you that check, or when the bank give you that check, or when an angel investor give you that check. And in Atlanta, they got a plan called SBA, Small Business Association. It only gonna happen if you make it happen. I'm just giving you the knowledge and give you the information. And whoever else out there know what I'm talking about, you can add on to it. That's what this group I am starting is gonna be about. Each one teach one, each one help one. I'm gonna leave my name in enforce, and it's gonna be behind help. I am a helpful person. I am helping others. I am teaching others. I want to be taught. So the information that I'm giving out, I know I'm going to receive it. Even if I'm receiving from whoever I'm helping, it's going to come back to me from the universe because I believe. So in other words, all I'm saying is each one teach one. Real about it. Haters, come on, man. You remember, if you hate on somebody else, you will be hated on. You don't understand how deep that run. And I've told plenty of people that. Hating don't do nothing but get you hated on. So, and jealousy, remember this when it comes to material things or anything you gain on this earth, it ain't going with you. So, you never own nothing. And I said this in my last live. A guy told me that, yeah, he bought his house and owned his house. And I was like, but you don't own that house. He's like, yes, I do. I paid for my house. And I paid it off. I said, you don't own that house. He won't understand the big picture. Because you still got to pay taxes. On the car, you still got to pay insurance. And you still got to get tagged once a year. Stop doing that and see if you own it. They gonna come snatch that shit from your edge just as fast as you bought it. So it ain't yours. No matter how much money you got, it ain't yours. So you gotta monopolize it, invest it, have fun, enjoy it while you're here. Each one teach one, help somebody else, and let it be. Because the more you give, the more you receive. The more you learn, the more you earn. Hope this conversation helped somebody because it helped me just to give it out. Because I know the energy is coming back. Anybody down with helping each other? Holler at your boy. And that should be everybody. Anybody that's looking at my page, period. Let's help each other. How much damn money can you make? I don't care if you made 100 million or 50 million. You can't spend it all. You got to help somebody. How in the hell can you be a multi-millionaire and be stingy? You ain't got to give money, just get a knowledge. Teach somebody how to fucking fish. That's how I learned. I had to get off around my current people I was hanging around because the conversation wasn't talking about coming up. It was just talking about what happened yesterday. I don't look in the goddamn rearview mirror for what? Unless I'm changing names, changing lanes. Ain't nothing in the rearview. I can't change what happened yesterday, but I can damn sure change what's going to happen tomorrow. If the good Lord wake me up and let my feet touch the ground. Because the first thing I am going to say is, I am healthy. Because without health, you have nothing. I am wealthy. I am thankful, I am opulent, I am giving, I am receiving. And once again, write this down. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Remember, money got ears. So if you saying that filthy money, money got ears. Money is just like a woman. Talk about him, she gonna get the fuck away from me. Real spill. Stay blessed. Peace.